Hi guys, today I am going to show you how to save some graph paper to your desktop and then also how to use that so that you can create and draw a graph and then insert it right into an assessment. So let's say I have an assessment here and I need to just draw a graph. Before I can work on drawing the graph, the first thing that I really want to do is I want to go into my course and go down to the How-Tos button. And once I'm in there, I can go to Downloads and go to my graph paper. And I like this first one here. So I'm going to actually save it because I'm going to maybe be doing a lot of graphing and I just want to have the graph paper saved. So on a Mac, you're going to do Shift, Control, Command, 4. And what that does is it allows me to capture just the graph itself. Again, Shift, Control, Command, 4. All right, so I took a screenshot. If you notice, it is on my desktop. So if I click on that, it is going to open up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that. Oops. So I'm going to save this, and you guys can choose to save it on your desktop if you wish, or you can choose to save it in documents or downloads or pictures, whatever works best for you. So I am going to save it in my pictures and nicely label it for myself so that I can find it. So I'm going to press save. All right. Now that I have that all saved up for me, now I can actually work on getting that graph created and then in the assessment. So next, what I want to do is I want to go to my Gmail account, because in my Gmail account we all have a drive up at the top. So if you click on your drive, we are going to create a drawing. So I'm going to go over to the left here and click this red create button and then scroll all the way down to drawing. Because in here I can put my graph paper and then I can draw my graph onto my graph paper. So the first thing I have to do is I have to insert an image. I'm going to insert that graph paper that I just saved or have had saved. So I'm going to choose that image to upload. So I'm going to go to graph paper, and there it is. Once your graph paper is on there, you can just choose the line and you'll be able to graph appropriately. So let's say this is the graph that I want to put into my assessment. What you can do is, again, you can screen capture it. So again, on the Mac, you are going to press Shift, Control, Command, 4. And what that does is it lets you just capture just the graph, not the whole screen, but just the graph. Now, what if you don't have a Mac? What if you have Windows? To do this on Windows, it's a little easier even. It's just two buttons. You're going to hold down the Alt and the Print Screen buttons together. Okay, the Alt and the Print Screen buttons together. And again, that'll take a little screen capture of the graph that you have. So if you have the Windows, you did Alt, Print Screen. If you had the Mac, you did Shift, Control, Command, 4. So we have that picture saved as a screen capture. So now all you have to do is go back to the assessment and you have to paste it. Now pasting is even easier for both Windows and the Mac. You are just going to hit Command V, and look at that. There is our graph. It popped up into our answer box of our assessment. And once you hit submit, your teacher will see that graph and will be very happy with it. So that's a nice, easy way, once you get familiar with it, to put graphs into assessments.